thinking of moving to the Inland Empire, you're going to want to check out some of these community townhomes that are right behind me. These behind me were built about 7 years ago. I just walked through them. Really clean community. Looks like it's in good condition still. So where are these located? Right off of Euclid and the 10 freeway. On this map right here, you're gonna see once you get off the 10, you go up Euclid, hook a right on 8th Street, and you'll hit it. Right across the street from there is Upland baseball field, Little League baseball field. So yeah, it's a busy street that it's on, but once you drive into the community, super quiet. I was walking around. It's about Friday, 10 o'clock, nobody's around. They got a nice little play area for the kids. So you could just grab a book, relax there. They also have a pool area. I don't know if you know this, but how I feel about pools is that if you don't use it, man, you're just burning your money. You're wasting it. So be sure to use it because you are paying for it if you live here. What does that mean? That means there's an HOA, Homeowners Association. So yeah, you're close to major transit, actually walking distance to the Metro Link, which takes about an hour to hit to LA. If you're going the opposite direction, you can go to San Bernardino as well. I would say it's about a 5-minute walk, but there's no sidewalks to get there. So, you know, that's up to you. They're still building out this community. So another thing about these townhomes, yeah, you don't have any land. So if you're like, I'm into gardening and stuff like that, yeah, you won't be able to do that here. You have some little potted plants. Maybe you could grow like a tomato plant or something. But if you want to like have a whole garden and homestead, this ain't it. That's why you need to call me so I can show you the best one that fits your lifestyle and your needs. What's the setup on these townhomes? 3 levels, garage on the ground floor, a little living area. Maybe some of them even have a bedroom. And then you have to walk upstairs to your living room, kitchen area, maybe another bedroom. All these layouts are slightly different. Then you go to the 3rd level where you have the main bathroom, the main bedroom, and another 1 or 2 other bedrooms. Again, depending on the size. So if you like walking upstairs, then these might work. I personally don't, but still, I like that it's in a little community. Yeah, you don't have a backyard or a front yard, but as you can see, they have these little front porch areas. So you still have your outside private space. And then if you want even more space, just walk across the street to the park. I mean, it's huge. All our tax money's paying for it, so might as well use it, utilize it, right? So should you even consider buying one of these townhomes? If you put minimum down payment, today, 2023, your monthly payments are going to be around $4,500 a month. Now, I don't know what you're paying for rent for a 3-bedroom where you're at. Here in the Inland Empire, that is high. But renting something similar, and I checked out these websites, apartments.com, Zillow, whatever you want, similar townhomes go for about $3,600 a month. Now you might say, man, $800 more, that's a lot of money. Think about it. Should I do it? That's up to you. Is it worth it? Here's what I think. In a few years, your rent of $3,600 is going to match that $4,500 a month. But when you own something, the payments relatively stay flat. So maybe in 5 years, you're paying the same thing. So again, up to you. Can you afford it? Minimum down payment, today's interest rates, you're in it like $4,500 a month. Yes, even with an HOA. So since this has an HOA, what does that pay for? It pays to maintain the streets, the landscape, your water bill, your trash bill, all stuff that you would pay for anyway if you own a single family home. There is a small fee to manage all that stuff so that you don't have to do it. You don't have to, when that pool breaks down, you don't have to worry about it. You just know it gets fixed. You don't have to worry about shopping around for the best landscaper. Speaking of landscapers, we got one right behind me doing his work. Buenos dias. Yeah, so I sometimes feel like we all live in an HOA because you just can't park a big old semi truck in front of your house. The city's gonna come and tell you something. The city's like an HOA as well. Oh, I live in a rural area. All right, well then this ain't for you. So who lives here? A lot of people who move out to this area, they say, I want to buy a single family house, but they're too expensive, but I need to own something, because they know the value of owning in their eyes. They end up buying one of these. Maybe in a few years, they relocate. That's when they buy their forever home. In our industry, we consider a forever home something you're there for like 10 years. We call everything a forever home, but yeah, they're moving every 10 years, 7 to 10 years. So it's not really forever, is it? Live here 5, 7 years, your family grows, it shrinks, whatever it does, relocate, right? This HOA fees may even include window washings. So you don't have to go up on your 25-foot ladder to go clean that window, you know, with the dry watermarks on it. Someone else is doing it for you. Although you're paying for it, it's not free, but at least you're not up there. So what else is there to do? You have the Pacific Electric Trail, just next block up, and that's about a 20-mile span. The longest I ever ran on those was 13 miles in each direction. I was training for a marathon at that time. So yeah, it's pretty nice, it's clean, I like it. Depending on where you're at in your life, maybe you might be considering, you know, schools is a big deal to you. Upland, the city of Upland only has one public high school. Bunch of elementary schools, bunch of junior high schools, but only one public high school. And if that's important to you, check out their website, give them a call, maybe you can ask them a few questions, see how things are going. They might even give you a tour. So if you're gonna relocate out here and that's something important, do your research, give them a call, say, hey, I'm thinking about moving down there. I wanna know more about your schools and what type of accomplishments you guys done and things like that. At least that's what I would ask. Another thing I like about Upland School District is that they have a dual immersion program. So if you want to teach your kid a second language, like I want to do, my kid's learning Spanish, then yeah, you have those programs available here. Now at my school, my kid's school is Ontario Montclair School District, and they have the dual immersion program. And yeah, I mean, if one language is good, two's got to be better. Now, if you want to know what it's like to live in downtown Upland, check out this video that I did, and it shows you everything you need to know about living in downtown Upland. So I want to show you what a typical interior house and a typical floor plan looks like in one of these. Now, here's the funny thing about this community. There's townhomes and there's single family homes. These are the townhomes, these are the single family homes. Honestly, I really don't see a big difference in them. They just call them attached single family homes. Kind of looks like what a townhome looks like. Now, there is a legal difference between them. And if you want to check that out, just Google it. What's the legal difference between a townhome in a community and a single family home in a community? This one here, I like where it's located, nice central to a lot of things. Almost walking distance to downtown Upland. Definitely kind of walking distance to the train station if you want to go to LA. It takes about an hour to get there. You have a nice big playground. If you take campus all the way up, you hit the colonies. It's a big shopping area. It's where you find your Targets, Chili's and Nordstrom's and all those places, all those type of places, which is right off of the 210. Again, you jump on that, head out to Pasadena. Really awesome nightlife there. I used to live in Pasadena, so that's how I know. So the cost, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3-level, 2-car garage. Today, it's going to run you around $600,000 depending on the finishing. You might find one for like $590, you might find a prettier one for $625. If you're watching this a year from now, then it's probably going to go up. So I would like to look at this video again and see where we're at. But yeah, that's the cost of it. Or your rent, what's your rent doing? I don't know. If you had to pick an area, in my opinion, I would consider this. Now, if you have big dogs, yeah, that might be an issue, unless you like having your big dogs inside, because there's no place for them to roam outside freely. You could just walk across the street to the park, but you have to have them on a leash. You don't want it, no one wants any accidents, you know? I hear a lot, I'm a dog owner, so I hear people say, oh, my dog is well trained, all this stuff. Yeah, but what about the other dog? You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on. It's like, oh yeah, I'm well trained, my dog is well trained. Until when? Until there's an accident, right? How many well-trained drivers are out there and there's still car accidents? So, leash your dog. So that's this community. And nearby is another community, brand new, similar pricing. That is something to consider, obviously. So you might say to yourself, hey Oscar, I'm not a big fan of townhomes. I'm not a big fan of HOAs. What else you have? Give me a call, send me a text, or send me an email. I love getting your phone calls. I'll be able to help you out and finding you exactly what you need. You might say, I'd rather live in a smaller home, but has a yard. Do you have any of those? Boom, reach out. Now, if you want to know what it's like to live in downtown Upland, I did a video on that. It should pop up right here. Check that out. I walked through downtown Upland. I'll let you know what it's like to live there, what it's like to live around there. Well, keep this in mind. We're like 3 blocks away from there in this one. So if this is a community that you like, then you might be able to benefit from the downtown Upland lifestyle experience.